What's up, guys? Jay, MorninAfterKill, and before you get into the actual Q&A, it seems that the new YouTube meta at the moment, until YouTube sorts their shit out, is to beg for likes before the video even actually starts, which don't make any sense to me. How are you gonna know if you like the video until you watch the actual video, right? Because up until now, the only thing I've talked about is liking the video. Should you like that? I don't know. But YouTube don't give a fuck about that. Or whether quality, well-crafted content with a large amount of effort put forth rises to the top of the search engine algorithm. Nope. They'd rather see clickbait, like-begging sellouts hit high in the search engines. So, I guess with that said, let's try this on for size. Make sure you smash the like button and turn your notifications on screen, because it helps me not feel like a scrub when my videos get less views than they should. So if you hit that like button, favorite, share, do all those things, it'll make me super excited. Yeah! Well then, welcome back to the Sunday Q&A. I'm sure you guys know how this works, but for those of you guys that don't, each week I pick some comments from the comment section of the previous week's Q&A, and then we sit down and we discuss them. It's fairly simple. If you'd like to take part in that, just leave a question in the comment section down below on this video, and this video only. I don't want to have to go and search through a bunch of different videos throughout the week to find out what goddamn fucking comment that I'm going to go ahead and answer this week, but next week, it might be your cue up on the screen, getting a piece of that A. But with that said, let's jump right into the first question of the week, coming from the Donut Man, who asks, Mac, out of the whole time you've been on YouTube, what's the most fun you've had? And did it affect the quantity or quality of those videos? Well, first off, Donut Man, I'm gonna answer the second part first, and then we'll double back around and catch the first question. But to answer the second portion of that question, yes, oh hell yes, the amount of fun that you have in-game certainly directly correlates to both not only the quantity, but also the quality of the videos. I mean, outside of rage quit videos and, you know, serious sad topics, the more fun that a content creator has, the better the quality of the content will usually be. Look at it like this. If you're not having fun on stream or in the videos that you're posting, right? How can you expect other people to have fun while watching it? The answer to that is you can't. So yes, of course, the amount of fun that a content creator has on any given game will have a direct impact on the quality of the content that they're creating. Now, as for the best time I've ever had making content, yeah, I know a lot of people would think that the old Borderlands streams would probably be the best time that I've had on YouTube. And I did have a lot of fun, but to be honest, those times were some of the most stressful times I've ever had on YouTube, because Borderlands was well past its content creation peak at that point. Most of the shit that we used to do on stream were just because we've done everything there was in the game, so it seemed like a good idea to have a three-man party drunker than a motherfucker put on bands and hoplites and try to walk all the way to the Iridium Blight without dying, or going crazy from the goddamn bang in your fucking ear the entire time. Now, don't get me wrong, like I said, I had a fucking blast doing that shit. But on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably rank that an 8.5 or a 9 in terms of entertainment value for myself, just because, you know, it was a stressful point in time trying to come up with shit that you guys wanted to watch that we haven't already done. But I gotta say, the best time I've ever had on YouTube, hands down, was the launch of GTA 5. Not only am I a huge Rockstar and GTA fan, but it was a huge relief that not only were you guys into it, you know, moving from Borderlands to GTA, but those vids are some of my most viewed videos on my channel ever. In fact, my only 1 million view video on my channel is a GTA 5 How to Bang Hookers video, and I believe I have another GTA 5 video on the cusp of going over 1 million views as well. And, you know, at that point, I was uploading like 5, 6, 7 videos a day, all the way up to my personal record of 9 videos in one day during the launch of GTA 5. So even though I did have the same amount of fun on Borderlands and GTA 5 during that time, the fact that, you know, the content was free-flowing during the GTA days, and I didn't have to, you know, rack my brain every single night to try to come up with something new for Borderlands, that probably made it just a smidge more enjoyable. And, you know, my channel hasn't seen anything like it since, which is why right now I'm trying to set myself up and my channel for the launch of Red Dead Redemption 2 in 2017, because Rockstar games are just right up my alley in terms of, you know, not just overall playability and enjoyability, but I'm also better at GTA style games than any other games I've played in my life, first person shooters included. Plus, when you add in the over-the-top violence and profanity that usually occurs in Rockstar games, it's a perfect fit for my personality as well. So that brings us to the second question for today from Mr. Aquativity, who wants to know, do I prefer Destiny or the Borderlands? That's a question. Fuck, that is a hard question to answer, my friend. It's like saying, Mac, do you like tomatoes or oranges? I mean, both are delicious, both are round, both have seeds, they're both fruits. And yes, a tomato is a fruit. By scientific categorization, you can go look it up. A tomato is a fruit. It's just used as a vegetable because of its savory flavor by nature. A wise man once said, knowledge is knowing that tomatoes are fruits. Wisdom is knowing that they don't belong in a fruit salad. Meaning, you know, that both these games, right, they have the capability of nourishing my hunger, but they accomplish it in very much different ways. So, with that said, I think Borderlands, for me, has a higher ceiling for potential fun, since it's a game where you play with people. Whereas a lot of Destiny is crafted around playing against other people. And when you have a PvP-oriented environment in a video game, the potential for toxicity in that community is way higher in a game like Destiny when compared to a PvE-only game like Borderlands. Especially when outside of the game, there's a large portion of that community that likes to measure their e-penises by waving around their KD ratios, their ELOs, or how many times they've made it to the lighthouse. Whereas, you know, in Borderlands, it's more of like, hey, look at this gun I got. Oh, that's awesome. Can I have it? Sure, we can share it. Let's dupe it so we both have it. Cool! It's crafted to be fun, to be shared, and to constantly have something to do, even after you've already done everything. So I guess if I had to choose one out of Borderlands and Destiny, I say that I like Borderlands more for its replayability and its focus on looting and player enjoyment over Destiny and Bungie's vision of this constantly impeding the player's progress at every turn in order to keep players playing. Like take, for example, if you want an MAKxton sniper rifle from the raid in Destiny, and you've already done the raid on all 3 characters, too bad. No more loot from the raid for you this week. You want a Matador? Okay, go play PvP until one might randomly show up at the end of the match. Meanwhile, getting your face fucked around every corner all night long by other players with the same fucking gun that you're looking for. I feel like Borderlands encourages you to play the game as much as you'd like, whereas Destiny, for some reason, limits the amount of Destiny that you could play. If I were to take the time out of my life to play a new hunter and spend 8 hours to level him up to level 40, swap all my gear over to him just so I can run the raid or do Trials of Osiris again this week, I don't see anything fucking wrong with that. On Borderlands 2, on PC, I have over 100 characters that I've leveled up over the last few years. So, I mean, Destiny is a really good game. Up until you hit the limit of Destiny that you could play set by Bungie for the week. But Borderlands, like I've said, it has a higher ceiling for potential since as a player, you're not artificially limited in the amount of activities that you can do per day or per week by the company that created it. Remember when they tried that lockout shit with Pyro, Pete, and Hyperius? Community just wasn't having that shit. It was like, hey, Gearbox, turn that shit off, motherfucker. That's why I'd give the edge to Borderlands as a more enjoyable game, because I can enjoy it on my time, as I please, as much or as little as I'd like, and I'm not at the mercy of Bungie and their time constraints and absolutely ridiculous limits that they set forth in-game. That's why I enjoy Borderlands more than Destiny. However, I still enjoy Destiny. I just wish that I could play more Destiny than Bungie wants me to play. That's all. And finally, we come to Orange Lupine, who wants to know, if I could, would I get rid of my bipolar personality? Would it change who I am? Would I still be MAK? Right. Once again, let's go ahead and tackle the second part of the question first, since the first part is fairly complicated. But yeah, if I wasn't bipolar, would I be a totally different person than I am right now? Would I still be MAK? I don't know. I can't really answer that, because this is who I am. This is the person that I was born to be, and I can't change that. I mean, I can go get medications that would calm my bipolar tendencies, but a lot of those pills are pretty dangerous with some serious side effects, and the last thing I want in life is to wake up from having an artificially induced suicidal thoughts and dreams to find out that my asshole is bleeding thanks to the other side effects from these pills. I've been put on mood stabilizing drugs before, and I didn't like the way they affected me. When I was in the crisis center, back when I was like 18 or 19 years old, they put me on a medication called Depakote, and that just zombied me out to the point that I sat there staring at the wall, looking at nothing, drooling like a motherfucker. However, if you gave me the chance to be born with or without the chemical imbalances in my brains that cause bipolar, for sure, I'd choose to live a normal life. I don't enjoy being bipolar at all. I mean, it has its own social stigma. Once people find out that you're bipolar, like, oh my god, is this guy dangerous? Is he gonna snap? Is he gonna kill us all? And yeah, it also really pisses me off sometimes when I hear other people say, oh, I had a bipolar moment, or oh my god, I'm so bipolar today, because, bipolar isn't a personality type. It's not a mood. It's not something that could just go away at the drop of a hat. Nope. Even on days when I'm not having my bipolar tendencies flare up, this demon is still walking with me, and he's holding my hand every single second of the day, just waiting to break you at the most random point or inopportune time that it can. And it sucks waking up knowing that things are pretty good in my life at the moment, knowing that my bills are paid, my son is living in a safe and healthy living environment, my girlfriend and my cats love me, but I still feel like throwing myself headfirst in a fucking wood chipper because the chemicals in my brain aren't working properly. Or when I can sit there and tell myself, hey, you are acting irrationally, but I can't help it because at the moment I have no control over my emotions. It's a constant daily struggle. It's like, the best way I could put it, right, is imagine a mental tug of war in my head. And the flag can never be in the neutral position. It's either to one side, to the extreme. When I'm having a good day and I'm flying high, the flag on the rope is nearly captured, and there ain't a goddamn thing that anybody in the world outside of myself can do to bring my mental high down. But you keep pulling and pulling, and it feels like you're about to win, right? And you're trying to drag that little bipolar demon through the mud, but no matter how high you fly, you can't ever win this game of tug of war, because eventually you realize that no matter how high you fly or how hard you tug that rope, the demon won't be dragged through the mud. And you look back and you realize that he's not even trying. He's just standing there, dusting his nails off, waiting till you're flying at your highest. Boom! He'll start pulling, and he's pulling like a motherfucker. He is much stronger than you, and he's dragging, and he's dragging you, and you're holding on for dear life because you know if you let him win, and it's over for you, because you realize that this demon isn't really a demon. It's just you. It's a darker, angrier, sadder, more violent you than you can ever imagine. And the only way to break free of this struggle is to be free of yourself. And that's why so many bipolar people end up killing themselves. Because eventually, you get tired of tugging and pulling and struggling every single goddamn day. You're pulling this rope, playing this game, because the longer you play it, the weaker you get and the less your flag gets to be on your side. And eventually, the flag stops being on your side. And instead of allowing your friends and family to see you drag yourself through the mud every single goddamn day, you realize the only way to win this game is to let go of the rope. If you let go of that rope, though, that's it. The game is over. So is your life. So I guess, like I said, if I had a choice to be bipolar or not, yes, I would definitely choose not to be bipolar. But I can't. This is my life. This is my mind. This is, my own personal struggle on a daily basis. And I can't change that. The only thing that I can do is to, I guess, try to educate other people on the struggles of bipolar and bipolar disorder and people living with bipolar disorder, so you guys can not only, understand it a little bit more, but maybe even shake off that social stigma to know that, hey, This isn't a guy that's being an asshole because he's an asshole. This is a guy that's struggling every single goddamn day of his life that you see him. Every minute, every second of the day is a struggle when you have bipolar disorder. So, hopefully the best I can do with my life is to shed a little bit of light for other people so they can understand it. Because I can't change it. So, my name is Jay. MorninAfterKill. I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys rate, comment, subscribe. If you can leave a thumbs up on the video, I'd highly appreciate it because it gives me motivation to make more videos for y'all motherfuckers and watch my motherfucking videos. But don't forget to leave your questions in the comment section down below. This is a subscriber-driven series. Without your cues, that I can't give you a piece of my A, and I can't tell you how much that I want to give you a piece of my A. But without your cue, I'm just a dude sitting here with an A that nobody wants. So, like I said, my name's Jay. MorninAfterKill. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see y'all motherfuckers later.